Welcome back to Fox and Friends. Their motto is, if not me, then who? Words Marine First Lieutenant Travis Manion lived by before his death in Iraq in 2007.
10 years later, the Travis Manion Foundation has sparked a movement among veterans and survivors, inspiring the next generation to selfless service and striving to strengthen the nation's character.
And this week, they gathered in advance of today's Army-Navy game for inspiration from American heroes, like former Secretary Donald Rumsfeld and current Chairman of the Joint Chiefs, Joe Dunford, at their annual gala with yours truly as the MC.
We began the Travis Manion Foundation 10 years ago with 5 words, if not me, then who? And we've been able to take that movement and stretch it across the country. What better way for us to teach our next generation about what it means to live a life of character than to share the stories of the men and women who volunteer to put on our nation's uniform and to step forward and serve.
When you travel, as you do all across this world and country, and you see a young service member, maybe weary, what do you say to him?
I walk up and look at him and say, you know, there's an awful lot of us who really appreciate what you're doing. Those men and women represent patriotism, to be sure, character, to be sure, but also qualities of discipline and determination, which are characteristics we all admire. Every single person serving in the military is there because they want to be there. They've raised their hand and said, send me. Well, God bless you.
I am inspired every single day by our future leaders. So seeing what the young men and women in our country are doing day in, day out is what motivates me. And so that's why I love being a volunteer with Travis Manion Foundation, because they realize that our youth are really our future leaders.
In 2003, during the invasion of Iraq, I had the honor of first meeting Joe Dunford, then Colonel. Now he is General Dunford, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs, the highest ranking officer. General, it's nice to see you again.
It's good to see you too, Griff.
General, tonight at this gala, you're inspiring the legacy of the selfless service in young folks. What are you saying to them?
Well, one of the things that this group is all about is they say that character matters. And I think the real message is to be a part of something bigger than yourself and to live in the footsteps of individuals like Travis Manion, Brendan Looney, and the other individuals who are being honored tonight. One of the commitments that we make is to never forget. Events like this are about keeping alive the legacy of these men and women that have made the ultimate sacrifice. And what I say to them is that we made a commitment not to forget, and I hope my presence here tonight makes sure they know that we are going to meet that commitment.
Did you ever think in those days when I was a cameraman chasing you around in the dirt that I would end up at a gala like this interviewing you or delivering you your news?
Griff, that's probably the easiest question you've asked me, and the simple answer is no.
General, thank you very much, and we appreciate your service to this nation.
Great to see you, Griff. Thanks.
So General Dunford there,
Awesome.
General Dunford mentioned Brendan Looney, Navy SEAL. He was Travis Manion's best friend. They are buried side by side in Arlington. And another little fact, Secretary Rumsfeld was the congressman many years ago who put forth the all-voluntary military. It was because of Rumsfeld that we have that today.
Very
That's
cool
excellent.
event.
I love
well
that.
Done, Griff.
That's
I'm also
great
shocked every day that you bring the news to America.
Easy no. That's an easy no.
I love that answer.